Hello everyone, this is Mr. DFX, creator of Beast Trading Software. I'm really excited to record this video for you today to talk to you more about our newest update, the Beast Super Signal 2.0. So this is probably one of our most popular products that we have. We released it at the end of last year, and ever since then this has just been an immensely popular product. And we've had some updates in the last recent months, but I've been working really hard to improve the results and success of this indicator. And I spent a lot of time basically going back to the drawing board and completely revising how the indicator calculates future price movement and future direction. And I've made some changes. I did some updates to the internal logic and internal strategies. And the final product, what we have now, is really, really great. So I'm just going to go into it briefly to explain what's been updated and to give you a bit of a walkthrough to show you the new changes and what makes this version a lot better than the previous version. So the first thing that you're going to notice, you're going to see here on the chart, what I'm going to get into, is these TP levels. So, we had a lot of feedback from some people asking if it shows take profit and stop loss. And, I was really thinking on it, and I decided that it'd actually be a very good feature to add to the indicator. So what I went and did, I added take profit and stop loss levels, which you can use as a suggestion. You don't have to, but you can if you want. The way this works, I'm just going to show you the way that it does work. First of all, as soon as you get a signal, you will get the arrow with an alert, and you will see the entry line. That is the entry point for this signal. Then you have the three TP levels. Now, how the TP levels are calculated, they're calculated on average daily volatility. So you will notice on different pairs, you will see different TP levels at different prices, because this is based on each individual pair and its average daily volatility. So not every pair is going to have the same take profit levels. You will see that they're different for each pair. I think this works a lot better because every pair is different and you can't use the same take profit levels for the same pairs. So you will see each take profit is different for each pair. The way the stop loss works, most of my trading, if I use a stop loss, I will use a stop loss at the previous swing high and swing low. And this is what we've done with the Beast Super Signal. So here you will see, here is the entry price, here is the entry for the signal, and the previous swing low, which is here, this is where we have set the stop loss. So we set our stop loss based on the previous swing high or swing low. I think this is a really great addition to use if you're not too sure where to set your take profit. So for example, on this pair, you would have entered here, you would have set your first take profit here. You can see it would have hit your first take profit. You could then have moved your entry to your stop loss to entry point, and you could have moved your next TP to TP2 and so on. So this is a really great addition that a lot of people have asked for, and we've provided it for you, and we've done it. So we hope we'll be very happy with this. Another big thing which has improved the results of this indicator is in how it calculates the zones of where to give a signal, or how to calculate the price. So on the previous version, we used to use a support and resistance levels, which worked relatively well, but I still thought there was ways to improve it. So one of the major new updates that we've included is the use of Fibonacci pivots. For those of you who know pivots work really well as a sort of support and a resistance zone. So using pivots as a sort of resistance zone, using those levels. So when price reaches these pivotal levels, it can normally give you an indication of either the price breaking through or bouncing, reversing off that. So we use Fibonacci pivots as the zones. So when price reaches into one of these zones, that will be sort of a trigger filter. And as you can see here, if you actually look here, this is in this right here, this is where it entered into a Fibonacci pivot level of a support. So it could have been support level 38, support level 61, support level 78, or support 100. It really depends on where the price is. These pivots are based on weekly, but there are different options for you. Looking at the indicator itself on the chart, you can see that it is pretty accurate. Guys, I will tell you that, obviously not every signal is going to be perfect. This indicator is not the holy grail. This indicator is not 100%. This indicator will calculate the future price based on historical data. It will make a prediction on where it thinks the price will go. But like anything and anyone, no one knows the future and no one knows where the price will go. We can only use historical data to make a prediction. So yes, sometimes the indicator will have some false signals like you see here and like you see here. This is inevitable. But as long as you're using using a stop loss, you can help to mitigate these losses and maintain consistent profits. But over and above that, looking at the indicator itself, you can see here we had a very nice trade hit profit, a very nice trade hit profit. Here a very nice trade hit profit. Here again, this is what if in this scenario here, you could have actually just added positions each time and you would have had 3 trades run into a deep profit. As you can see, guys, this does work very well. I'm just going to browse through some other charts just to show you. Here we have again AUD/CAD on H1. A nice signal in here, hit profit. Here's another nice signal that hit profit. Here going on to a daily chart. Here you can see also some very nice trades going into profit. Here again, also here had a lot of signals, but also a lot of trades going into profit. This is a nice chart I want to show you. This is actually USD index. Something I wanted to mention as well. This indicator works on all currency pairs, all indices, all commodities. It works on everything. So this is also a really, really great thing. Here you can see we're on the US dollar index. Some very nice trades all going into profit. I actually haven't seen any trades which went into a loss. There again, also all gone into a profit. So this is a really, really good additional tool to have to your trading. I'm just going to go into the settings. I just want to show you the updates to the settings. So first of all, you'll have your license key, which you will receive after purchase. The next settings you have are your overbought and oversold entry zones. Now, one of the strategies that the indicator uses is overbought and oversold zones. So in conjunction with the Fibonacci pivots, when price reaches an overbought and oversold zone, that is another additional trigger filter to improve the probability of a trade. You can edit these levels. Default is on 70 and 30, but you can edit it. This pivot level zone, guys, like I mentioned, you don't use pivot levels or as a direct support and resistance level. Pivots are more of a zone. So here you can set the zone. The zone is set to 200 points, which is 20 pips. So when price reaches within 20 pips of a pivot zone, of a pivot level, that is considered the zone. Okay, but you can edit that if you want to filter out even more. If you want price to be closer to the pivot, you can set it to 10 pips. It's up to you. This is quite important, guys, the time zone of data. So the pivots is calculated based on the close of a New York session and in relation to GMT. So you need to check with your broker what the time is from New York to GMT. Okay, so at the moment, New York time is minus 4 hours from GMT, but during daylight savings between the US and GMT, this does change. So you just need to update it when there are those occasions. Pivot time frame, I have it set on weekly. I do find that the weekly pivots is more accurate. I just prefer the weekly pivots. They tend to be stronger zones for price, but you can change it to daily, you can change it to monthly. It's entirely up to you. And the next thing, show target levels. If you want to show these take profit levels, you can show them. Alternatively, you can just switch them off and then it won't show them on the chart. You can edit the colors of your levels. And then we have the pop-up alerts, we have push alerts and mail alerts. So you can get notifications depending how you want. I think that's pretty much the settings. As you can see, the settings are very basic, guys. You know, the indicator has been optimized as it is. There isn't much that needs to be edited or changed, but there are a few features that you can change to your liking if you wish to, but the default settings as they are have been optimized already. Well, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you're very excited and I hope you liked what you see. Just a few things, I want to go through and just reiterate once more again, guys. This indicator is not the Holy Grail. It can have some false signals. It's not perfect. There is no indicator in the world that is perfect that can give you perfect signals. Another important thing to mention, this indicator does not repaint. These arrows will not move. When you see an indicator with perfect arrows on all the tops and bottoms, be very careful. That is probably a repainted indicator. That is why it's showing those perfect arrows. If you see an indicator with perfect arrows, run. It does not exist, an indicator. If an indicator like that existed, we would all be millionaires. This indicator, the B super signal, does not repaint. So when you get an arrow, it will not move. So this is a very nice thing to know. What you see is what you get. That's pretty much, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you're really excited. If you would like to get the B super signal, you can hit the link in the description below in this video. If you'd like to contact me, you can hit me an email. The email is in the description below. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you for watching. Cheers. Bye.